Oh, so Nisha, do you have a favourite Adam Sandler role? That's the correct answer. The correct answer is, has he got good movies? Not really. It's arguable that one of the worst things that can happen to an actor is to be typecast. In addition to limiting the amount of roles they may be offered, it can also result in them being forever synonymous with a character they played many years ago. Something I don't think the actor Christopher McDonald minds all that much, given that the character he's most often associated with has resulted in playing his favourite hobby for free. Golf.
Okay, I don't have a picture of this guy, so would you please remind me of who he plays?
Well, he plays Shooter McGavin in the film Happy Gilmore, which I would argue is probably one of Adam Sandler's better films. Would you?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Because the writing in it's really tight and the jokes are good. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Sandler's character's not that much of an asshole.
Yeah, it made me laugh.
Would it surprise you to find out as well that entire script was rewritten by a better comedian? So I found this out. It's like, why is Happy Gilmore, of all of Adam Sandler's films from that era, just so much tighter in terms of the script and the pacing, and the jokes are really good, which you don't really often associate with Adam Sandler films. Oh, Judd Apatow rewrote the entire script, uncredited. It was an uncredited, ground-up rewrite of the entire script. And I found this out, oddly enough, thanks to an interview with Christopher McDonald, who revealed that the best joke in the film was, Apatow's contribution. Anisha, you probably know what that joke is, so would you like to repeat it for the audience at home?
I'm going to assume it's, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
Yes. That was Apatow's contribution to the script. It's like, Adam Sandler couldn't write a joke that good, but the delivery's so awesome. And that scene, to me, is just a masterclass in comedic delivery and timing, because just McDonald's just responsive, no. He waits just long enough for it to be maximum hilariousness. And according to McDonald, that was his favourite line in the film, because he just got to proper ham it up for the no. So good.
I quite like it when he threatens him in the bar or something in the hotel.
You watched this yesterday. Your memory's so bad, Nisha.
I know it is. But where he says, "Oh, you better stay out of my way, or you will pay," and then Happy goes, "I must heat some hay, make stuff out of clay," and just starts rhyming it.
Would that surprise you to learn that was an ad-lib from Adam Sandler? Because,
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's not that funny. Because it's not as funny as the eating shit for breakfast line. So you can always tell, when an actor is ad-libbing because it just stops being funny. It's like, you've seen Ghostbusters 2016, haven't you?
Yeah.
The bits in it where it's just Chris Hemsworth ad-libbing. And Chris Hemsworth is good at improvisation, but, Melissa McCarthy's not. So she's really stilted in her responses to it, and Chris Hemsworth is just he's in character while he's he's ad-libbing.
But it's the same in the Thor films where he just does his own
Because he
stuff.
stays in character, yeah. I think the snake story, when Loki's a snake and he comes stabs him, that was Chris Hemsworth ad-libbing. That's improv.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, and then you've got Melissa McCarthy in Ghostbusters just going, which is apparently enough to get $1 million paycheck, but whatever.
Shooter McGavin, he's the film's antagonist.
He is, yeah, which is weird because there's also Ben Stiller's character. I don't know the character. I think it's Todd, the guy who's in charge of the care home for the elderly.
I think it's Hal.
Is it Hal?
Hal. I think its name badge says Hal.
Okay, so that character who never gets his comeuppance despite being arguably a bigger asshole than Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
And this is probably something that the comments are screaming about. Did you know there is a deleted scene where that character gets thrown out of a window that they cut out of the movie for time? Because Happy finds out that his grandma was being mistreated by that guy and throws him out of a window.
But
they cut it for time, so that character in the film as it exists now never gets his comeuppance.
Yeah.
Which is really weird considering, he's an asshole to Happy's grandma, and Happy's whole thing is that I'm doing this for my grandma, but the guy who's mentally abusing her in a care home just gets away scot-free.
you don't see him the last half of the film, you don't really see him.
He disappears, yeah. Because they cut out that scene of Happy seeing him be a dick and throw him out a window.
Oh.
But the comments are already talking about it right now.
Yeah.
You can tell. Even though we've mentioned it right now, the first time we bring him up, we immediately mention that deleted scene. Someone's already gone, do you know there's a deleted scene? And now, because I've said that, there's more people going, do you know there's a deleted scene? Ironically, because that's funny. When people tell you not to post stuff, and then you post it, and that's really funny. Misspelling my name as Karl with a C.
Yeah.
So that's really funny. It never stops getting old. We should probably cut this, because I'm going to get that on Twitter now. But anyway.
Right, so Christopher McDonald.
Yes.
How did he get the role of Shooter McGavin? Did he audition for it?
He didn't audition at all. In fact, the role was offered to him several times, and he turned it down several times because, according to him, he didn't want to be typecast as an asshole, which is fair enough. Like, you can't argue that's like,
Yeah.
I keep getting cast to play villains in movies, and I don't really want to keep doing that because then I'll get typecast as a villain, and that's probably not going to be good for my career.
Yeah.
And according to him, he changed his mind, though, when he was at like a golf tournament, which he won, and realised, wow, golf's pretty fun. I like golf. And he's rung his head, what was that Adam Sandler movie about again? Oh, it's about golf. Oh, and who do I play? Oh, the main villain. Oh, so I get a couple $1 million to play golf? That actually sounds pretty sick. Give Adam a call. And you go on and he met up and he went, oh, this film's pretty great. Yeah, well, I'll be in it. I'll get paid $1 million to play just golf.
Basically being paid to do what you enjoy,
paid to
which
do
is
the thing.
the best thing.
Yeah, he paid to do the weekend before.
If he enjoys playing golf, surely he'd be quite good at it.
Yeah.
Even to be hiding the role of playing golf as well.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? And he did win that tournament. That inspired him to accept the role of Shooter McGavin. But according to McDonald, he was like, I wasn't that great at golf, or at least not good enough to convincingly play a seasoned golf pro. So what happened was they brought in a golf expert to train him on set. And according to McDonald's, it was the best thing ever. I got to play golf for free. I got trained by a pro, and by the end of it, my golf game was, and I quote, sick. And he says, like, yeah, I got so good at golf. My golf game was amazing by the end of shooting because I was playing golf every single day. And a bit of behind-the-scenes trivia that I quite like, that McDonald's really proud of, is the shot where he's talking to Gilmore and he looks him dead in the eyes and just makes a putt without looking at the ball. Yeah. McDonald actually did that, and he's super proud of it. And he's like, yeah, it was so good. Because he argued to keep it in the film because he did it like just there was like riffing of like, well, okay, we need a lot of pickup shots of us playing golf so we can like find the best one to put them in. And he did that. He's like, you better put that in the fucking movie. I did it for real. It's so good. Oh man. Like,
I was just going to mention, I think in like a previous video, we mentioned how it's cool that actors do things in actual shots rather than it being like made, done visually, like visual effects wise or anything like that.
And the one that I always mention, and I'll continue to mention it, is Sigourney Weaver in Alien Resurrection, where she nailed a behind the back, over the head, half-court basketball shot.
Yeah.
And then they nearly had to cut it out of the film because Ron Perlman ruined the shot.
Because he almost said, oh, fuck, didn't he? Or something in the,
he broke Harry to go, just get mad high. He did like Chris Pratt it. Do you know, like Chris Pratt from Parks and Rec? He was doing, and then they cut it at the last second.
Is it that meme face?
He does. Well, obviously, the clip will go in right now, and I hope that the editor zooms right in on Ron Perlman's face and like compares, and then brings in Chris Pratt doing the Chris Pratt face to compare how similar they are, to see how close my recollection is of Alien Resurrection. A film I'm not proud of having committed to memory, but there we go. So in the same vein as McDonald just nailing that putt, is there anything cool you've done while playing sports you'd like to share with the audience at home?
Well, I'm not the most sportiest of people.
Oh, same. I hate sport.
So I'm not that great, but there's been moments where I've been playing badminton.
Oh yeah, you? Just out of nowhere. Like me and Nisha and Adam, we all play badminton together every now and again, and then just out of nowhere, Nisha was like, oh, like the shuttlecock's halfway across the court, and he's ding!
Like, yeah, I'll miss really easy shots, and then the next minute I'll hit like this shot that comes flying at me without even looking at it sometimes. I'm just like...
You like the instinctive one that you did where it was like, it got smashed towards you and you just went, ting!
Yeah.
What?
I'm just shocked at myself, like, how did I do this?
And then everyone did the Chris Pratt face and we just saw it.
But every other shot, I'm just like, miss.
The only cool thing I could do is I taught myself to shoot pool behind my back.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I think you've seen me do when we play pool. And then the other one is when I bowl. I taught myself to bowl when you hold the ball wrong and do the proper big swerve. So you go, oh, nearly to that. When you can bowl it like a discus so the bowling ball goes, whoa, and spins in. But I'm not very good at that.
I'm terrible at bowling. I have to get the barriers up. I'm terrible.
No, ping pong bowling ball, let's go.
Okay, bringing it back to Christopher McDonald.
Yes.
Because he was typecast as Shooter McGavin.
Pretty much, yeah. He's admitted that everyone I meet knows me as Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, I think it's pretty hard, like, in a lot of films or soaps even, if you get typecast as a villain, people obviously can't see you as anything else.
Yeah, and they don't like that. And we've spoke before on the channel, so we won't just retread old ground that we've covered before. But I think McDonald has a really healthy attitude towards this, where he's only recognised for one role, where some actors might resent that. And he says, well, yeah, I guess sometimes it's a little bit annoying, where, out with your family or whatever, and people are asking me to call him a piece of shit. That gets a bit annoying, but I think it'd be worse if I told people I was an actor and they didn't recognise anything I've been in, which I think is that's the really good way of putting it. Where what's worse, that I tell people I'm an actor and they go, "Oh yeah, you're Shoot McGavin," or I say I'm an actor and they go, "Well, what have you been in?" So I think he's got a really good, healthy attitude towards that. And he said, because of my association with Shoot McGavin, I've never had to pay for a round of golf my entire life since that day. From the day it aired, I've never had to pay for golf ever, because I walk onto a golf course and just people clamber over themselves to pay for my game because they want to play with Shooter McGavin. In addition to that, something else he's noted happens a lot because of his association with that role is that a lot of people come up to him and ask him to sign autographs, but they always ask him to sign, "You're a piece of shit." And that, to me, is just amazing. He's like, yeah, I play golf for free and people pay me to call them a piece of shit. What a hero. So when I researched this article, I looked up Christopher McDonald because I was curious, and the guy is a fucking worker. He's been in tons of movies. He's been working consistently for the past 30 fucking years. The guy, he's just out there. But I still see him as Shooter McGavin, and as we just discussed, he doesn't mind that, because obviously at least we recognise him from something. So in that vein, are there any actors that you just know as one person?
Daniel Radcliffe.
As Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Or as Frodo? Are you familiar with that story?
I think so.
Yeah, fun fact, Elijah Wood and Daniel Radcliffe get mistaken for each other all the time.
Yeah, I do, because I think I did it in one of the Focus videos, actually.
Where you merge the face together and you can see it.
I think it was just a comparison.
They look so similar.
They're very, very similar.
And according to Elijah Wood, I'll just sign autographs as Daniel, and he does the same. And then apparently Tobey Maguire gets mistaken for both of them.
Yeah.
And they all have a triple pact where they all will sign each autographs as each other, just to avoid the embarrassment for the fan who recognises them. So that's a good one. In the same, I think Rupert Grint, maybe. He'll never escape that because he's the ginger kid from Harry Potter. So any movie he's going to be in, he's got to be the ginger kid.
I mean, any of the kids in Harry Potter series, like Emma Watson.
Yeah.
Probably no one else but Hermione.
No, didn't she play out Belle?
Yeah, but I still see her as Hermione.
She played Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and she had, was it a really bad dress that there was cosplayers who had a better version of Belle's dress?
I liked it.
I just remember
that's
that
just
being
my
a thing.
opinion.
It was just like, oh man, that dress looks so bad. And also she's got no on-screen presence or charisma. So she's just this wet fucking towel of an actress who's she's a solid actress, but she can't carry a movie on her own.
It made me laugh when when the Beast turned into a human, people preferred the Beast. They said the Beast was more handsome than the man.
The Beast is more handsome than the guy. Oh, that's fucking rough, is that one. Well, the thing is though, speaking about, werewolf beast people, Edward Cullen, Robert Pattinson, he's in Harry Potter. He's Cedric Diggory.
Yeah,
and I like the theory that it's Harry Potter's fault that he's a vampire because he died in that tournament. Then he got bitten by a vampire on his way out. So in the way, vampire to me, it's the Wesley Snipes. I just see he's just Blade, and the fact that he's constantly on Twitter hashtag Make America Blade again. And Lucas, you're gonna have to help me with this one. Who's the new guy playing Blade? You can pronounce his name. Is it Mahershala Ali? Is that how you pronounce it?
We'll go with that.
Okay, yeah. Well, that guy, he's now Blade, and apparently Wesley Snipes is super pissed, and now I'm Blade. So you are Blade.
Yeah.
But we've got a new Blade. We've got a better Blade. Cool Blade. Also, he plays Cottonmouth, and that's really funny. The MCU's a mess, folks. Don't deal with it.